Hmm. Look at that. Look at the Canada geese. Looks like they're slowly heading back to the water. Oh, do they have chicks? Oh, they have chicks. Those are chicks. They've got chicks with them. Goslings. Oh my god. That is so cute. That's adorable. Look at that. Look at the little baby ducks. The goslings, the goose. Canada goose.
The Bible and all that was split up by the Orthodox Church, right?
That's so freaking cute. Look at them. I've never seen little baby geese, baby ducks here at Mabey Pond before. That is adorable. I love that. Oh, that is so adorable. And they're taking them back to shore to swim, to get acclimated to the water. That is so freaking cute. I love that. That mom and dad. Little baby. Look at them. They just take to the water. That's adorable. I love that.
Desmarais Media.
Hi, I like to travel all over the state of Utah. I've been through Weber County, Davis County, even Salt Lake City County, and I'm hoping to go further than that. And in these little videos, you'll get to see me explore some possibly hidden parts of the state that you didn't know were there. So please join me as we go on another exciting adventure in the state of Utah.
This way. They said that the water level has receded. Like you can see where the fence is. Normally, the water is pretty high, like, I don't have an exact estimate of how high it is normally, but you can see that it looks diminished. And people were saying that was something with the pump not working. This whole area here is normally submerged underwater. This area here is normally submerged underwater, so that's a good earmark for how deep it usually is here at Mabey Pond. There's the normal ducks. There's the asshole Canada ones. They're like, U.S. water. And you can walk around that way because it's not fenced off. You can walk around that way and you know, see what kind of abominations are over here in the remains of the pond, you know. And there's someone's, what is that, a weave? Someone's weave that was left there because they got assaulted. And normally the water is all the way up this way, so you couldn't walk over here. But we could pitch a tent here and sleep here and then wake up underwater. Wouldn't that be fun? That would be fun. Oh, there's that one building. I don't know what building that is. I think this used to be a restaurant up here because this like little balcony, this deck area, you could like, you could like go out and eat and watch the water. Of course, this area of Clearfield's become so trashy that they'd never think about having something like that. And normally the water level, and this is all just garbage. The water level is way higher normally, so you can't usually come up and walk this way. Yeah, this little balcony. When this was a restaurant, that was like an area where you could eat at. Probably. I don't know what business that is over there, but there's a fence. We're urban investigating. Isn't that fun? We're urban investigating. There's someone's coat or blanket or whatever. There's a bunch of objects left here because people were dragged underwater. They were assaulted and then dragged underwater. Look at all the, well, it's not really driftwood, but normally this is like driftwood. It's all like sun bleached. And it's been greatly watered down because of the water levels. There's the Canada geese over there. Over that way over here. Hey, what's this about, eh? I don't speak Canadian. What are you geese up to? You spies? You spying for what's his name? Your Prime Minister Timothy. What's his name? Timothy O'Neill. I don't remember his name. Ow! Dang it. Oh, there's chicks. Look at those ones there. Those are babies. Those are babies. That's so cute. Look at them. That's a normal one. Oh wait, no, it's not. Those are babies. You see them? I just saw something about Canada geese. Hi. I saw something about Canada geese babies the other day. And I didn't realize this leads into the back of that, so we have to go back the other way. But you can tell because they got fuzzy. What? Down?
Yeah.
They got fuzzy gray fur instead of feathers. That one, he looks like a juvenile. Or maybe is that just a weird duck? I don't think that's a Canada goose, that one. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he's doing here. Yeah, that's a normal duck. He's like, oh, I look like those ones, so I'm gonna hang out here. Aren't those babies adorable?
Yeah.
And that's like a mom and a dad. And then those other ones are like grown. He's like just staring at us like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's so cute. Huh. This must be their prime area for hatching and rearing little ducks, little gooses. Canadian goose. That's what those are. Those are Canada goose. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm mistaken. Go this way. It's like when you flip a lever in Zelda or something, and it recedes the water level, so you're able to access the other side. I've never been over there ever. See, now that little duck's coming out to the water. He was probably waiting for us to leave. There's a Canada goose feather, I think, that one there. If you got a hat, you could put it in it and call it macaroni. I just can't believe all the junk that's down here that people throw down here. I mean, I guess the cans, the beer cans and stuff, which some of these are probably decades old, because people come out here and drink and hang out, but it's like there's like literal garbage. Like people just brought their junk here for the sole purpose of just discarding, which is really sad. And it's already sad because this whole area is going to become those apartments, because it's already zoned and approved by the council. It's just a matter, I guess, of them getting the money. But this whole area is going to be turned into the lakeside apartments or condos, which that's one development I actually approve of, because it'd be nice to live somewhere and overlook this water, especially in the wintertime when everything's frozen over, because the ducks do come in the wintertime and they skitter across the surface. I mean, I would rather have that than just be a dead strip mall with nothing in it. Oh, did you see him? Did you see him just dive into the water? Is that a seagull? His beak is really red. Are albatrosses seagulls, or are they different? Maybe that's an albatross, not a seagull. That's way too small. What kind of bird is that, though? Yeah, that's not a seagull, but that's a cool bird, though. He's like diving into the water, I guess, for fish. I don't know if there's fish in this water, though. There's probably the Loch Ness Monster in there if you dig deep enough, probably. I mean, it's kind of a cool little nook. There's, you know, all sorts of different... Well, there must be fish. There's people over there that are fishing, so there must be fish in there. But this is a nice little nature area here with the water, the ducks, the Canada geese that migrate here every year with their cute babies that I didn't know about. Wonder what kind of bird that is. There's only one of them, though. There's not a bunch of them, so that's interesting. And that chair that we saw used to be right here. So I remember I came out here one morning, there's a chair right here, and I thought that was the weirdest thing. But when the water level is up higher, people would probably sit there and fish, probably. In fact, this whole area here was probably, you could do some light boating or have like inflatables and stuff, and then of course fishing. But I think all of that except for fishing's been banned. I don't think you are allowed to take any of the boats on here. I don't think. I wonder if they go out there and they forage and they bring it back for the babies, or if they bring the babies out when they think it's safe to teach them how to do that. Oh, look at that one. He's staring us down. He's like, what are they doing? Oh, look at them over there. There's babies over there in the distance. There's babies with their mom going to the water, I think. That is so freaking cute. That's adorable. I would love to live over here and be able to have a nice view of the birds, the ducks and all that. Because just living here in Clearfield, the first week I noticed there's the most gorgeous bird song I would hear in the morning that I didn't hear in Roy. So despite its flaws, Clearfield is still in touch with nature. This is a little slice of it. Yeah, see, they got a sign right there. Fishing allowed east of this sign.
So over there might be those.
It doesn't say anything about the boats or anything about here. This used to be a boat launch. Because people would bring the things down here, the vehicles, and then launch it off. Probably just small little motor boats or push boats. They got a push boat over there right there. It's oh, did you see?
Yeah.
He just did that again. He was circling around and then dive bombing into the water to like grab a fish or something. That purple thing over there, that's like a paddle boat. I call it a push boat. It's a paddle boat. I guess paddle boats are probably fine. I've never seen anybody, the whole time I've been here, I've never seen anybody use them, but I guess those are fine, but there's probably something to do with motor boats that they don't want, probably because it leaks oil and emissions and all that into the water, probably. Maybe. Because at Steed's Pond by Steed Park, there's none of that. You can fish and that's about it. You can't swim, you can't use inflatables, you can't use a paddle boat because people drown in there all the time. There's those little fuzzy ducks. Oh my god, they're in the water. That is so freaking cute. It's adorable. They're learning to swim. They take into it like a duck to water. I'm glad that the Canadian geese aren't being bitchy about it. I mean, they don't even live here technically, so this is our turf. Get out of here, weird birds. Oh, this is a very gorgeous area, nice time of day, perfect. It's perfect. The depth for this pond used to go, I think, to these rocks. I think. But they said it was the pump, and I don't know how long that's been a thing, because if you look over here, the water used to be up to there. And obviously that little dock area over there, that porch or terrace or whatever that's called, the overlook, that used to have water underneath of it. All the ducks and geese are over that way. They're over that way. There's Canada geese. There's Canada geese. I don't know if this is the lowest it's ever been. I can't say with certainty that it is, but of course there's people's trash just floating right out there in the middle of it. But it's pretty low. I mean, I didn't really notice at first, but I think it used to at least be, the water level used to be, you wouldn't be able to walk out this far, right? There's more ducks. Canada geese. Yeah, the water actually used to come up to here, didn't it? Thank you everyone for watching. I hate to sound like a broken record, but please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more of my park audits, because especially if you're here in Clearfield, Utah, your tax dollars, regardless if you go to the parks, if you're paying taxes, your tax dollars are going to the Parrot Tax Fund, which funds all these things, all these amenities. So it's important that you know where your tax dollars are going to. So until then, I'll see you in the next one.